down here with Mrs. Jacinta Pleasant. Most people remember her as Miss Jacinta Boswell, but we're going to go with the Pleasant person. So today we wanted to chat with her, and of course with me is Stacy Fletcher, and she's going to be the co-host for this edition. All right, Jacinta, we were just talking a few minutes ago about the beginning of the Brother to Brother. And we talked about Ms. Skillman recruiting people to be a part of it. Is that how you got into this thing?
Yes. She kind of like drafted me in.
Did she corner you in the elevator?
She cornered me in the elevator.
She got me at church, because we used to attend the same church.
Right,
and
right.
She asked if I would be interested in being a part of Brother to Brother, not knowing at the time that she was looking for me to be the director. And then conversation with her and meeting with the staff that first meeting, and I decided to do that.
Oh, well, we're glad you did. We're glad you did. Now, I want you to jump in and just tear her to pieces with
So, I kind of always ask everybody, because I'm new to the Brother to Brother a little bit, what role do you play, and what do you see in that, in the next year or so as far as growth or diversity?
Played former director.
Okay.
I resigned from that position this year just due to family issues I'm taking care of now. My role now is I'm helping like the English language arts person in the, I guess as long as we've been in existence, we've really never had a English language position on staff full time.
Gotcha.
And as a director, I couldn't do both roles.
Right.
So now that I'm not director, I'm going to take on that role. I see a lot of progress. I mean, I think our young men need a lot of positive role models. And I am really looking forward to what Nunnally and Colonel Simmons is getting ready to do, because they have some, strong black men and, in front of them as role models. So they can really talk to the young men about what it's like to be a man. Versus, a female being director, it's not quite the same.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it's important they have men role models. Future as in diversity, I mean, I think we've been diverse from the beginning. Although originally we were targeting just African American males, but we want to make it available for any young man that wants to be a part of this and want to help their personal growth and be successful in society.
And we're, in addition, we've had young men other than African American.
Good. Right. That's awesome. Another thing is you mentioned a little bit ago that you're a teacher.
Yes.
As well. What do you know? What do you teach and what grade?
English.
Obviously. Why not guess?
English teacher. Been doing that for 18 years.
Congratulations. And thank you for teaching our children.
Thank you. It's been a long time.
Don't do the math.
And currently, I'm teaching juniors and seniors. I've taught every grade level in high school.
What do you prefer? I guess I should say. What group?
Well, I love juniors because I taught that probably the most of my career.
Okay.
And then about 4 or 5 years ago, I was switched to sophomores because that's an EOC testing area. I was a little leery and scared because sophomores don't have the maturity as juniors.
Right.
But when I got them, they still have the love for learning because they're still young enough. They still want to learn. They don't know.
Right.
And I love their literature.
I often, when it comes to the word sophomore, I normally tell people what that is. It comes from the Greek term. Sopho means wise, and moral comes like moron, because the foolish part.
Right.
And that's a year that they're trying to sort that out.
Right. Kind of stuck in between.
And when you're talking high school or college, that's the crazy group, the moron part.
Right.
But yet there's a piece of wisdom there, and it's people like yourself, Ms. Pleasant, who have to help them sort that out. What is the wisdom and what's the foolishness in it?
But I enjoy teaching sophomores. I really did.
Do you find that that you have being a part of Brother to Brother, are you able to kind of identify with some of your students more so? Do you think that they have more challenges or?
I do, and I really wish there were more people that would take heed to programs. I mean, we publicize, we promote, we talk about it, so people know
Sure.
about it, but it is really hard to get them in, to come out on a Saturday. And I don't think it's all the young boys' fault that they're not here. You know, transportation's the issue, parents have to work on the weekend, you know, they don't have a way to get here. And I think, and that's always been one of our, I guess, areas that we need help in is transportation, because there's a lot more boys I think would be here if they just had a way to get here.
I might think about something. I might be able to come up with a
It's
solution.
rolling through my mind of who has the resources out here to do that. You know,
We might be able to
make a
find you a
bus ride.
sponsor.
I mean, that would be great. I mean, I think we could have a larger group
Yeah.
that's half the battle right
Well, I could understand totally. I mean, I have 3 older children, and 2 of them always played sports in high school, and it was tough to do work and and do both of the sports, and then have a young one as well. So it's a challenge for sure.
And you aware that Warner kids came through here?
Tolly Anderson.
Oh!
Yes.
It's been that,
He's
been
the
that
one-
long?
Yes.
He's the one that's
The
pro.
pro.
Yes. You'll be
Because
pleasantly
he won
surprised.
the
Yes.
essay that one year,
Yes,
right?
Martin
Okay.
Luther King essay,
Yes.
yes. He'll be 18 in January. Can you believe it? Yes, and he just sent me a picture, which actually made me kind of sick in my stomach. But he cut all of that hair
He
off.
has no curl?
No, it's gone. Yeah, so it's a getting used to process, but he's with his dad now.
Right.
In PA, so yeah, but yes, so thank you. Yeah, and it's nice that you guys all remember him. I'm glad they made a good influence.
Now that you won't be present as much as you used to be, what are your hopes and dreams for this organization?
My original hope was, since we're modeled after the program in Lexington, I would like it to be into that stamina, that large. I mean, where they
Okay.
have 100+ members,
Gotcha.
young men, and you know, they meet every Saturday, and they have 2 things. One, they have community support, great community support, and they have parental support. I don't know how she does it,
Right.
but they don't have transportation, so I don't know how the parents there have bought in so much to the program. I know the dynamics of Lexington versus here is different,
Right.
and the makeup of the family could be different,
Sure.
but
Environments.
how can we get the community to buy in and support such a program like this? And for the parents to see the value
Right.
on
Right.
what this program
Right.
can offer their child. Because even as a teacher, I see that a lot of our parents are not educated on the information that they need
Exactly.
to push their child
Right.
forward. Well, I mean, one, they're scared, they don't like the educational system, maybe they had a bad experience, so they don't want to step foot in, you know, or they don't know the right questions to ask to get the information for their child. And maybe that's a step that we need to move in, and maybe we educate the parents on the information that they need, and maybe explain it to them, then they can be more aware. Because I know now that we're in a testing system, everything a child does is tested. From
Absolutely.
the time they're in school to the time they're out. And when they send those assessments home or those documents home, if you don't, I mean, it's difficult to read. And the only way I know is because I deal with it and I'm in the educational field.
Trust me, I'm the parent who doesn't understand. I'm like, what does that mean?
So, you know, you get that home and you're reading the language down there, but really you just need it in layman's terms.
Right.
What does this mean? Is my child on track? Not on track.
Right.
If he's not on track, what needs to be done to get him or her on track? How can I help them get on track? What services do you have to get them on track? Are there resources? I mean, but we gotta start somewhere so they have the right questions to even ask. I mean,
Exactly.
I know some parents probably get that and be like,
I don't know what this thing is.
hey, you got distinguished, what does that mean? You got apprentice, what does that mean? You got novice, what does that mean? You got 225
The
out of what?
language
What is,
itself.
I mean, what does that
Exactly.
really,
What does it
doesn't-
represent?
What does it represent? How do you
Yeah.
compare to other children in the school or the district or
Right.
nationally? But none of that's really broken down. It could be overwhelming for a parent.
Well, in human nature, I'm sure you can agree, if don't understand it, it's easier to ignore.
Exactly.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
But the sad thing is that we're ignoring some problems that can be fixed before
Early.
before a child gets too far, and we can't redirect or fix it before it's too
So
late.
your hopes is that parents can have more involvement, or I like to take it to another level, not just involved, but committed.
Committed involvement, yeah.
And so that would make a difference with these young men. And so now, you have kind of moved on, separated yourself from me and from us.
I didn't separate myself.
I'm guilty now.
And really, I understand that part about, some of the personal things, family things that has some needs for you to be around. Will you still have some kind of involvement with brother?
Well, I'll have as much involvement as you all want me to have.
All right.
I don't know about it. I want to put a little limit on it.
Well, you better, don't let me take it back. Don't let me take it back.
Oh, like I told Nunnally, I'll be here when he needs me.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't commit to every Saturday like I had been doing for started with 09.
Well, that was going to be my next question. How long have you been?
So
with
it's been 5-6 years
Wow.
Right.
that I've been committed.
this? Wow.
Okay. Well,
It's a
good.
huge commitment.
Well, you know what? I want to say thank you for all that time that you've spent leading and directing, and for each one of the boards that has gone through this. There's a little bit of Miss Boswell, Miss Jacinta in them, and they will remember you.
I hope we do make lasting impacts, on kids. And I know I have a student that's currently in my class now that used to come to Brother, and he can still say the creed, because he'll try to say it in class
Yeah.
to like snooze me. I'm like, Miss Pleasant, I'm like, can you say the creed? He'll stand up. I had him stand up in class one day and say the creed in front of his class.
And he was able to do it.
He was able to do it
Oh, my
verbatim.
goodness.
Very proud of
I
him.
said, now you have to live by it.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for sharing this time with us, and I know you're going to go on and be a great attribute, great enhancement of a lot of people that you touch, and even in your classroom and in this community, and brother to brother. So thank you so much.